I'm Jamie Philbrick for iamROGUE.com. We're here in Anaheim, California at WonderCon 2013 talking to the cast and the author of the book Mortal Instruments, City of Bones. Here's what they had to say about the new movie. For people that don't know anything about the book, what you tell them a little bit that will get them excited to see the film?
Well, it's an amazing love letter to New York in my mind. It's a story about a race of people who are half angel, half human. They have these incredible powers, and they protect the city of New York against demons, warlocks, the supernatural. And it's about a girl, Lily, who is played by Lily Collins, who wanders into this world and becomes caught up in the adventure.
Tell me a little bit about your character. He's a shadow hunter, right?
He's a shadow hunter, yeah. He's the demon killer. He's a protector of the human world.
I play Alec Lightwood, who is a shadow hunter. He is he's kind of a badass. I mean, he's a bit of an enigma. You don't really know what his deal is.
Sarky, he's arrogant, he's damaged, he's conflicted, he's angry, he's passionate. He's a great character to play. I love playing him.
He's got a lot of stuff going on personally that doesn't totally get addressed in this movie, but the audience is very aware that there's another side to him, so it was fun. I mean, I read the script, and I loved the character from the first time I read it.
Were you familiar with the book? It's an extremely popular book. Were you familiar with it before you got cast in the role?
I knew of the book when I went for my audition, and then when I did the screen test, I read 1 and 2, and then when I got the role, I read 3. And then when we started shooting, I actually only focused on book 1, because I didn't really want to, cloud my judgment or cloud my vision.
I did read them once before we started. I didn't want to get too far into the series because, you obviously have the script and you don't want to start giving away some of the stuff that happens later on in the series. So, but the script was really solid and really got a lot of what the book has into it. So, but yeah, I mean, I can see why the fans are crazy about these books.
I mean, hardly any books get optioned for film. Hardly any of the ones that get optioned get made. To have your first book be made is amazing.
Do you try to stick strictly with the script, or do you take any sort of inspiration from the novel itself?
Oh, God, absolutely take inspiration from the novel. I think we've been off, if you're doing an adaptation of a book, you're offered a Bible, sort of, a how-to.
I think you try not to overanalyze it. I mean, the reality is, we're making a movie, and I think you can get a little caught up in what the fans expect.
As you say, big fans of the book, and obviously they need to be able to feel like they're connected to the character in the way that they're connected to it in the book, so you have to do that justice.
What made Harold the right director to bring this to life?
Harold was really, really interested in the relationships between the characters. I mean, he felt like a realistic director who wanted to kind of make this a movie about people, and the fact that there was magic and there was the supernatural was kind of his secondary concern, and I really loved that about him because I always feel like you have to ground the story in the characters or nobody's going to care.
He's great. Harold's awesome. He's there's a darkness to him. There's it's funny, he's sweet, he listens. It was a very collaborative process, the whole movie.
I can't imagine making a movie of this scale and having as much going on as he did and still maintaining the sort of personal side of it that we have to it ended up becoming a very personal movie, not totally reliant on the special effects and the fighting and all the stuff that's obviously in there.
There's a bit of CGI. It's not massively CGI'd, and particularly with a lot of fight stuff that we were doing, we stuck clear of wire work a lot. I learned how to do flips onto tables and stuff, because it's more if you can shoot it and you can do it in reality, why not do it? There are a lot of people that will go, oh, it's too dangerous, whatever. But suppose with you, the crash mats, get over it. Suck it up. Don't be a pussy.
That's why these movies work. If they work, it's that's why I love Lord of the Rings, because I like the actors and I like the characters and I wanted to see what they did. It's sure, it looks beautiful, but if it looks beautiful and I don't care about anybody, then what does it really matter? So.